last video we have seen that how the mason was working for a building contractor, and also we have seen that how that mason was working. There were some qualities of the person which were shown in the half part of the story. And you know that the person he wanted to take rest, and he wanted to take retirement from his work, but he was doing continuous working there with the building contractor, and because of that the building contractor got a lot of benefit from him. But when the building contractor realized that his best person is going to leave this job, and that time the building contractor become very nervous, he become very sad, and he requested the mason not to leave. But the mason was firm-minded person, so that he didn't listen his building contractor also. But at lastly, did the building contractor do? The building contractor requested him and he urged him many times, and said, do this work for the last time for me, and if you wanted to take rest, you can take rest. And what happened next, we will see in this today's video. See, the construction started. It was most beautifully designed house to be built at the sought after location. The the construction started there. That was the most beautiful area. That was a beautiful and convenient site. The design was designed by the architect, and it was also finalized by the engineer. That was the area, and the mason was unwillingly doing that work. So what happened? See, however, the mason could not put his mind and heart in his work. However, though the design was perfect, though the place was perfect in the center of the city, but the mind of the mason was not there. And if mind is not there, that work will not be perfect. So here, same thing happened with the mason. His mind was not there. He started working, but his mind was not there. He did his work very roughly and carelessly, without interest or dedication. He did that work, but interest was not there. Very carelessly he did the work, means only to do the work. He did the work, and in that work there was not interest, there was no dedication, there was no care, and so that work was done roughly. Even the building material used was low quality. You know that in the first part of the story we have seen that the building material which was used by the mason, that was very good or high quality material. But in this work, this is the last work, and in this work he had used low quality material. But he did not care. He simply wanted to complete the job in haste, and finally retire. Only his mind was there. His mind was there. In his mind, fit position of his mind is there. I wanted to take rest. I wanted to retire from this work. Means with reluctantly or with unhappiness, he was doing that work only to complete the work he was doing there. The material which he had used, that material was also low quality material. Then see, म्हणजे इथं वापरलेलं, आता हे शेवटच्या कामामध्ये वापरलेलं जे मटेरियल आहे ते सुद्धा एक लो क्वालिटीचं मटेरियल. कुठलीही इच्छा नसताना फक्त काम पूर्ण करायचं आहे म्हणून ते काम सुरुवात होतं. म्हणजे त्या मेसनची तिथे इच्छा नाही, त्याचं समर्पण त्या ठिकाणी नाही, कुठलीही आवड नाही, म्हणजे ना खुशी न ओनली दॅट बिल्डर वॉज टेलिंग हिम सो दॅट ही वॉज वर्किंग देअर. ओके, देन व्हॉट हॅपन? He simply wanted to complete the job in haste and finally retire. कसं तरी ते काम पूर्ण करायचं आणि शेवटी रिटायर व्हायचं आहे, असा एक निर्णय त्या मेसनने घेतलेला होता. द हाऊस वॉज रेडी अर्लियर दॅन एक्सपेक्टेड. अपेक्षेपेक्षाही लवकरच ते घर पूर्ण झालं. व्हेरी रफली मेड स्ट्रक्चर्स, weak walls, poor finish, and did not look as good at all as designed. How he had worked. Look, very rough work. Structure was not good. Walls were weak walls. Finish was very poor, and it did not good as the design. Yet the mason did not care. हे सगळं असलं तरी कुठल्याही प्रकारचे त्या ठिकाणी अपेक्षेपेक्षा तर पूर्ण झालं. अतिशय रफ अशा प्रकारची रचना त्या ठिकाणी झाली. भिंती कमकुवत झाल्या कारण मटेरियल त्या ठिकाणी योग्य पद्धतीनं वापरलं नाही. त्याचबरोबर जो फिनिश होता ते फिनिश म्हणजे कामाची जी काही प्रत होती ती लो क्वालिटी एकदम. आणि त्याचबरोबर ते डिझाईन जशी केली होती त्या डिझाईननुसार सुद्धा ते काम झालेलं नव्हतं. पण तरीसुद्धा त्या मेसनला काहीही गरज नव्हती, काहीही काळजी नव्हती. He informed the contractor that the house was ready and he was waiting to hand over its keys to him. And then at lastly, when the house was completed by the mason, then he told his building contractor house is ready and he is waiting there to hand over the keys. The contractor arrived at the site. He had a file of legal documents in his hand. Then after some time, as the mason called the building contractor came there. But whenever he was coming there, that time he had something in his hand, a file in his hand, and the mason handed the new house keys to him. And then the mason handed the new house keys to the building contractor. But contractor did not step forward to enter the house to see it. ते पाहिल्याच्या नंतर तो बिल्डिंग कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर स्वतःमध्ये गेला नाही किंवा त्याने पाऊलसुद्धा मध्ये घरामध्ये ठेवलं नाही. काय केलं? इन्स्टेड विथ अ ब्रॉड स्माइल he handed over the file along with the house keys to the mason and said, becoming happy tone, these are the ownership documents of this new house in your name. The house is yours. I had planned it as a gift for you. And at lastly, what did the mason, that the building contractor said? The building contractor said, these are the documents and these documents are the documents of this house. And now these documents and keys were given to the mason. And the building contractor said, these are the ownership documents of this new house in your name. म्हणजे हे जे डॉक्युमेंट्स आहेत, हे डॉक्युमेंट्स, हे कागदपत्र, हे सगळी या नवीन घराची तुमच्या नावात असलेली कागदपत्र आहेत आणि हे तुम्ही स्वीकारा असं तो त्यांना सांगतो. आणि त्याचबरोबर तो बिल्डिंग कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर म्हणतो की हे मी अगोदरच नियोजित केलं होतं की हे जे काम असेल, हे काम शेवटचं काम म्हणजे तुमचं गिफ्ट असेल, तुमची भेट असेल. अशा पद्धतीनं तो बिल्डिंग कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर ते कागदपत्र आणि चावी त्या मेसनकडे देऊन टाकतो. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, अशा पद्धतीनं हा पाठ या ठिकाणी संपतो. धन्यवाद.